Hello everyone, my name is Yasuhiko Yamazaki. I am a Japansese independent journalist based on internet media. I am also a political and social activist. I am broadcasting every day in Japanese YYNewsLive, except Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. in local time for more than 7 years. Approximately 1,000 persons are watching every time. I started English-Japanese broadcast bi-weekly on Wednesday night from the 7th 2015 in order to talk directly to 1.4 billion of English speakers around the world to let them know the hidden and unknown truths on Japan and the world. Filled up pointing triangle please find here after the English blog based on the scenario of English-Japansese broadcast made yesterday on the 19th of August 2020. English blog no. 3471. If we tax the financial economy and abolish consumption tax in every country in the world, 5 revolutionary changes would soon take place on a global scale. 5 revolutionary changes. Number 1. If a uniform tax of 5% on transactions of financial products is levied on transactions of sale of financial products, a huge new financial resource can be obtained. Estimated annual tax revenue for the tax on financial transactions. One of the primary countries. Note 1. It is considered that the scale of the real economy of each country in the world is almost the same as the annual gross domestic product (GDP). Note 2. However, since the concept of the financial economics does not exist in economics, there are no empirical statistics of the financial economy scale in each country. Note 3. The financial economic scale of the 3 major countries of the world described below is based on my calculation, in which Japan's financial scale is about 20 times the real economic scale. Note 4. I guess the US and UK financial economy scale is probably not 20 times that of the real economy, but 30 to 50 times, since both countries have much stronger financial powers. Trailer 5. The reason for excluding China, which is the second biggest in the world, is that China is the only major economic power to avoid financial control by the Rothschild international financial mafia. Note 6. The amount of real GDP in dollars of each country corresponds to the UN statistics of 2018. Note 7. The conversion rate applied. $1 equals 0.85 euros. 1 euro equals 125 yen and 94 cents. The annual tax forecast on financial transactions in Japan, $5.10 trillion, 513.8 trillion yen. Calculation 1. The scale of the real economy of Japan equals GDP equals $5.10 trillion, 51.3.8 trillion yen. 2. The scale of the financial economy of Japan equals GDP x 20 equals $102 trillion. 3. The annual fiscal forecast on Japan's financial transactions equals the scale of Japan's financial economy by 5% equals $5.10 trillion, 513 trillions of yen. The annual tax forecast on financial transactions in the United States, $19.50 trillion, 2.088 trillion. Calculation 1. The real economy scale of the United States equals GDP equals $19.50 trillion, 2,088 trillion yen. 2. The scale of the financial economy of the United States equals GDP x 20 equals $390 trillion, 41.761.7 trillion yen. 3. The annual tax forecast on financial transactions of the United States equals the scale of the financial economy of Japan by 5% equals $19.50 trillion, 2,088.0 trillion yen. The annual tax forecast on financial transactions in the United Kingdom, $3.08 trillion, 329.9 trillion yen. Calculation 1. UK real economy scale equals GDP equals $3.08 trillion, 329.9 trillion yen. 2. The scale of the financial economy of the United Kingdom equals GNP x 20 equals $61.6 trillion, $6,599.2 trillions of yen. 3. The annual fiscal forecast on financial transactions of the United Kingdom equals the scale of the financial economy of the United Kingdom by 5% equals $3.08 trillion, 329.9 Rylosan yen. 5. Revolutionary changes. Number 2. Governments around the world would be able to use huge new tax revenues obtained by taxing the financial economy for the execution of 5 important policies. 1. The eradication of poverty, introduction of the minimum life security system, basic income, and the family allowance system. 2. Security of well-being for all. Implementation of medical care, nursing care, pensions, protection of handicapped people, jobs security, housing security, etc. 3. Security of education for all. Completely free education and free scholarship system. 4. The resurrection of the real economy by contracting the financial economy. The real economy would maintain a stable economic growth of 4 to 5% per year, and the unemployed would be reduced considerably. 5. Peace and the restoration of nature. By reducing the financial economy, world peace and nature would be. 5. Revolutionary changes. Number 3. The abolition of the consumption tax would dramatically bring back the real economy. In case of Japan, if the 10% consumption tax is abolished, the tax burden of 20 trillion yen, about 3.8% of Japanese GDP, would disappear, and disposable income of 400,000 yen per household would increase. 5. Revolutionary changes. Number 4. Rothschild International Financial Mafia, which controls the financial economy around the world, would lose its major financial resources through taxation on the financial economy. As a result, the world domination by the Rothschild International Financial Mafia, which has continued for 250 years, would collapse. If we nationalize at 100% the central banks which they control in the whole world, and take back to the hands of the people the rights to issue money which they monopolize, we would be able to stop their breathing completely. 5. Revolutionary changes. Number 5. As the world ruling class equals the Rothschild International Financial Mafia loses its financial power around the world, the subsequent controls by their national ruling class would also lose. Financial rule, political rule, administrative rule, judicial rule, economic rule, military rule, religious rule, media rule, education rule, terrorism and war. Recession and financial crisis, natural destruction, and climate change would disappear, and a peaceful, stable, and prosperous life would return. End.